On another subject, Attorney John Morgan, we hear his name a lot, really, and I think it's all over the state, on radio, TV, and when you're driving down the road, you see it on billboards. Yes, everywhere. He's been the primary pusher of, I don't want to use that word too hard, the medical marijuana amendment that was put on the ballot last time, narrowly didn't make it, but he and his forces are back, and they're saying it's going to be back on the ballot for 2016, and they feel pretty positive, pretty optimistic that they're going to get those signatures to get that amendment back up for that basically approves marijuana for use for certain medical purposes. Bring us up to date.
Last week they announced, Morgan's group announced that they had sent 100,000 petition signatures to the supervisors of elections on the local level. And that's the first step in getting enough petition signatures verified to be able to get on the ballot. They need roughly 68,000 valid signatures to clear the first hurdle. Then at that point, the Supreme Court will look at the ballot language and determine whether it is clear and legal language and whether it should go forward. Ultimately, Morgan's group's going to need something in the neighborhood of 680,000 signatures to get on the ballot in November of 2016. That's a lot, but they say they've got 100,000 already. I think the other thing to keep in mind is they ran this same campaign in the 2014 cycle, and they barely lost. They got 58% of the vote. You need 60% to pass constitutional amendments. But they have a whole lot of experience running this campaign. They have a whole lot of contacts. I'm just guessing, I don't know this for sure, that they have kept all their contact information from voters, petitions, people who signed petitions. So they seem pretty confident that they can get these signatures and get on the November 2016 ballot. Again, there is a hurdle. They have to get Supreme Court approval of the ballot language. And last time it was only approved in a 4-3 decision by the Supreme Court. But they have tweaked that language as well to try to address some of the concerns that were raised at the Supreme Court to make it more clear, I guess take away some of the arguments that this could be interpreted very broadly to allow full marijuana. The critics were saying it was going to allow marijuana shops on every corner and so on. They've tightened up the language a little bit, so they're hoping that with those changes they can make it through the Supreme Court step as well. So they do seem pretty confident they're going to get on the 2016 ballot.
And every poll that you see and read shows strong majorities favor that type of amendment.
Well, as we discussed, I mean, 58% voted in favor of it last time. Any politician, statewide politician would like to get 58% of the vote. But they do need 60% to get a constitutional amendment passed. So, I mean, polls were showing last time, early polls were showing 80% support. Now, they couldn't get 60 in the end. There was a multi-million-dollar campaign against them last time. And you can bet there's probably going to be a campaign against them next time as well. But I have a feeling that the Morgan folks have learned a few lessons from last time as well. And again, they seem pretty confident that they're going to be on the ballot.
Thank you, Jim. For more news about Florida politics and government, visit the Advances section of our website.